Well, hello and welcome to Muddy Boots Herbalist. 2017 is a new year, with new beginnings for many people, and for me an opportunity to start something new in the form of this vlog. I originally got the idea to create a herbal medicine video blog from other vlogs that I like that aren't particularly related to herbal medicine, aren't related to herbal medicine at all. I like blogs like EV Blog, Agent Jay-Z, BigClive.com, Baron Von Grumble, those kind of blokish machines and motors kind of vlogs that I like to watch. And I thought, could this be transposed into something for herbal medicine? The answer is yes, it can. And it can because those vlogs focus on people showing what their workshops are and sharing what they do and explaining what they do. And I thought I could do something similar for the benefit and interest of other herbalists. So, what have I got planned for the vlog? Well, I'm a Muddy Boots herbalist. Roughly speaking, there are two kinds of herbalists out there. The Brown Bottle Brigade, who buy everything in, and the Muddy Boots Brigade, who, a bit like me, if at all possible, will grow, gather, forage, process and make with what they can grow or find in their vicinity. And that's very much how I work, and it's probably on the losing side of the two schools of thought, so I thought it would be nice to share what I do and how. And inspire people, and very much like Big Clive does with electronic stuff, share fact and opinion from my workbench as I make stuff and explain how I'm doing it, maybe of interest to people. So I will take the camera out into the garden and cover horticulture stuff. I will take the camera out into the wilds and cover foraging stuff. I will take the camera out into my dispensing room and show you what I'm doing with what I've made. The only obvious proviso is I won't share anything confidential or anything to do with patients, understandably, but I will share reflections from those, so you will see occasional vlogs from the clinic. Next week's episode, which is already shot, is a thought that struck me in clinic yesterday, and I will be putting that up next week. So there will be some clinical stuff as well. Beyond the Muddy Boots side of things, I go to lots of events. I was a first aid herbalist, and I work with some beautiful people called Dej Lee Brandt and Dave Monk, who pretty much invented first aid herbal medicine in the UK. And it gives me the opportunity to go and meet other herbalists and work with other herbalists, and maybe bring the camera with me and share what they're doing and how that works. Beyond that, I hope people will write in or comment. There's a comment box below, or there's an email. You can email me on the address on your screen there, and explain what you're doing with herbs and herbal medicine, and maybe share your projects with me. And I would love to, if the schedules allow and the mileage allows, to come and pay a visit and bring the camera with me and publicise what you're doing. And being a herbalist is quite a solitary path. It's always nice to know what others are up to and share what you're up to, and that way the community can grow and feed back on itself. So I'd love to be able to do that, and if I present an organ to be able to do that, it would be very, very rewarding for me. So get in touch with what you're doing. Next year I hope to do an international trip. I have friends and relations in North Carolina in the US, and I'm fully aware there's at least 3 herbal medicine schools there. I'm also aware that, as a British herbalist, the way that the Americans practice is quite different. We're all trained to degree level. Most American herbalists are apprentices or vocationally trained. We mostly act as long-term chronic support for people that the NHS can't figure out. In America, I gather there's a lot more acute stuff, a bit more like the festivals we do over here. And, you know, I think we've all heard Matthew Wood's chainsaw bite story, about healing chainsaw bites with the arrow. I don't know if that's true or not. I've not seen it with my own eyes. Over here it would be a case of straight off to casualty and get it operated on. Maybe American herbal medicine has more acute stuff like that in it, I don't know. There's one way to find out. And that's me to go with my camera and see and learn and share with everyone watching that process and what's available. So I very much like this vlog to not just be a personal fact and opinion blog, but also a community engagement, and that you can bring things into it and I can respond and document and share. On that note, it is January. We've got quite a few things lined up for January in the garden, which I'll also be documenting and sharing with you. This year I'm trying to branch out in the kind of herbs I cultivate. I'm trying to cultivate Schizandra, various different new roses, medicinal roses. Prunus serratina, black cherry, it's bastard to germinate. I planted some last year, I've stratified some this year, maybe they'll come up. I'll share the technique I managed to get them to germinate with, if they actually do. Trying to grow more Chinese and unusual herbs that I can't, or haven't been able to grow so far. So I'd like to share those with you, and the excitement of putting something in the soil and seeing if it comes up. I'll be making herb beds down my land project, Kainon. You can find more information about the land project, the link below. And yeah, January is not a quiet time as people think. It's time to be raiding seed catalogues, planning out gardens and planting seeds, if you have a greenhouse or somewhere warm. So I'll be sharing that. There'll be a clinical vlog coming next week from an epiphany I've already had, and other exciting news. On that note, this is North Wales. The weather is kind but grey, and I can see and feel rain blowing in the wind. So on that note, I'm going to take my cup of tea and I'm going to go inside and get warm. Until next time, as we say in Wales, well I do wedyn. See you later.